going on, my younglings? Today is a tragic day and also a very good day. I've made a lot of money today, and unfortunately, I've also lost a lot of money today. On the live account, which should have been an absolute banger double up day, ended up being a break even day because honestly, I got trolled. I got trolled 3 times. So I can't trade. It's still at 41. I'm trying to show you guys 41, 40 right now. It's basically the same thing as before. Um, not looking too sharp, fellas. Not looking too sharp right now. Anyways, let's get into the trades. Took a couple trades on the live. Took just one trade on my fundeds, which was honestly an A+ setup. So today, bias was 1 billion% bearish, and I'll explain why in just a second. I saw the following. We inversed this 1 hour gap, which at the same time is an inversion of a 4 hour gap after sweeping out previous day highs and everything. We see finally some moves down. If we wanted to be bullish, we would have had to hold this 1 hour gap. We didn't. Perfect. I'm bearish. What happens? We have another hourly gap that forms. Even better, let's mark this one out. We have this hourly gap. What happens? We have news at 8:30. So let's skip to 8:30. Boom, 8:30. What do? We rally up to the news candle and see to the 1 hour for rally gap, and we see an immediate rejection to the downside. What am I looking at then? My draws on liquidity. This low, this low, this low, and this low. All these like super clear directions are my targets. What am I waiting for off the open? I'm waiting for, if I go right here, let's not forget that this right here is a data high, which is usually a strong director of liquidity. I see the following. I'm like, okay, cool. This is perfect. We're reacting off of these kind of 5 minutes right here. I want to see us take the data high, and I'm ready to full pour shorts. So that's literally what I was waiting for. That's all I was waiting for. So let's skip ahead to the open. We open, and unfortunately, we swept these internal lows because I kind of wanted that to be my first target. However, if we came up and took out this data high, I am full porting shorts. Didn't take out the data high. If we had formed an SMT from the data highs with ES, I would have taken this 1 minute inverse short. We didn't. That's fine. Shit happens. Bias is still short. We still have all of those lows. Let me mark them out just for the purpose of well, I guess you guys can see right there, but I'll mark them out so we can go through it. So, boom, super clear low. Boom, super clear low. Boom, super clear low. And you could have even marked out this one because we like moved down so much. So what ends up happening is the following. 1 minute starts ripping down. What do we get? Not much of a retrace, not really much to take off here, to be honest with you. Now we took out both of these lows. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a reaction up back into a balance range, rebalance range right here. Or if we sweep this low and we see an immediate move up, I'm willing to take the long up to the halfway point. So what happens? Okay, we're seeing a little bit of reaction, little bit, boom, straight back down. No entries on these no entries on this, to be honest. Like nothing really was super clear. Price was kind of chopping around. Then we come down and we sweep all the way down here. We go all the way down here. We're edging these lows. Whatever ends up happening is the following. We get CISD on the next candle, I believe, which at the same time, no, not this one, the next one, which matched with a 2 minute for value gap, as you can see right there, perfect 2 minute for value gap, which then made me believe that now was the time that we wanted to continue higher, going up into these highs, and therefore I took this long right here. So took this right here, beautiful long, and we kind of chop around at first, and we get whatever that is. I go break even, then we just go straight to take profit. Beautiful trade. Honestly, can't ask for more than that. And then I took this 1 minute inverse right here. Check it out. 1 minute inverse, boom, perfect. Okay, and I even said, okay, let me put my stops a little bit higher. Let me put my stops right at like the body of this candle. I think it was like right here, just for RR, because I wanted to go all the way down here. I'd made $12 on this trade. If I'd won this one, I would make like 24. So I'm like, dude, this is for sure gonna go down. And look at what fucking happens, bro. Look at, I swear to God, my luck. Look at this, bro. Okay, we're going down, whatever. And then we're like, oh wait, no, yeah, no. Okay, so this would have worked. Yeah, so I put my stops here at this high. I get stopped out at the wick. I did enter preemptively, but I was so convinced. I guess I shouldn't have put a stop loss. I could have entered again. I wasn't on my computer. I could have entered again on this change in state of delivery right here off of this super strong closure, bearish closure. I could have entered right there on this candle, just stops at the recent high. Target all the way down here would have been a really good trade. So you can see it ends up playing out beautifully. So I'm kind of tilted about that. Then we also get a perfect breaker right here too, with a CISD right here too, into the low. So I could have re-entered there. And then worst of all, we get a good long setup back up. Well, I wouldn't have taken it, but we kind of just go sideways. And then we get to the halfway point. We're reacting off of this gap. Guess what ends up happening? Bada bing, bada boom. We go straight back down into the lows. Another profitable trade. So really, really unfortunate day in that way. Really positive day with this long trade. I'm gonna start sticking around a little bit longer on the charts, depending on how many trades I've taken and how my directions of liquidity are looking. Because if I would have caught one long or one short like this, this long plus this short, I would have essentially doubled up the account, because remember, it's compounding since we're full porting the account. It is what it is, can't do anything about it, which is unfortunate, but it's all right. It's a positive day, another day to learn, another day to, understand what the market is doing. Good price action. Price action seems to be finally being stabilized a little bit. It's the beginning of the year, so now it seems like we're kind of, getting the ball rolling, and I think it's going to be a really good streak coming forward. So let's see what happens. Other than that, long day, to be honest. Nothing much else to say. Sorry for the late video. I didn't have time to do it before. I had other stuff to do. That's life. That's the way it works. So yeah, I'll leave it at this. Tomorrow, hopefully, we get another really good trade and we can continue making more money. I'll catch you guys in the next one.